Hello, Governor! Today's a very exciting day because we are going to be unboxing the entire Muppet Christmas Carol Funko Pop collection. Merry Christmas to me, right? Welcome to Teacup for One. My name is Matt and I have 2 degrees, and that's right, Funko friends. We're unboxing an entire collection today. I haven't done this in months, dare I say. It might be close to a year. What was the last collection I unboxed in its entirety? I think it might have been the Disney Villains collection, and even that was kind of cheating, as many of you in the comments let me know, and you were like, you don't have the Target exclusive Hades ones. That one really, yeah, that one counted in the collection. Anyway, I'm back doing one of my favorite things, looking at Funko Pops and bringing you with me. You might have noticed I've taken a bit of a step back from Funko Pop content over the past few months, and that was partially, if not mostly, because I was saving my money for my Disney World trip, and so I wasn't able to get as many Funko Pops as I wanted. But I'm home from Disney now, so I relapsed. Let's open this up and let's look at some Muppets as Funko Pops. Honestly, even if it wasn't a case of me relapsing and starting to buy Funko Pops again on a semi-regular basis, this is a collection that I would get no matter what my status as a collector was, just because I'm such a fan of Muppet Christmas Carol. I have an entire video walking through the reasons I personally believe Muppet Christmas Carol is the superior adaptation of Christmas Carol, for reasons aside from it has Muppets, and what's not to love? I mean, I love Christmas Carol as a story. I love the Muppets just for being Muppets, and I love Funko Pops. There was no way I was not getting this entire collection. But anyway, let's get into this. Look at how efficiently they're packed. It's like second most efficient packing I've seen, next to K-Dog and Fish. Nothing beats them. Let's start with this one that's right up at the top. Just based on the shape, fairly certain I know who this is going to be, but let's find out together. Yes! I just became overwhelmed with Christmas spirit. We're Marley and Marley. Oh!
Marley and Marley.
Now, because I did order these guys from Funko, I had the option to either get the regular or the glow-in-the-dark. Glow-in-the-dark was like $6 more, but that's $6 US more, so in Canadian, that was like an extra 45 bucks. So I went for the classic. I have no regrets. The detail on these guys is impeccable. Oh my gosh, let's open them up. Yes. Now, I'm very curious to see if it looks like they're flying. They must, because these two never actually set a foot on the ground in the film. Okay. And... Oh my gosh! This is... My first thought was, well, great. It's broken, but no. So, I've dealt with these flying Funko Pops before that come with this base. This is a genius move on Funko's part. That was a long time coming. Look, so the base is not glued or otherwise attached to the figure. The base is fully removable. I love that. This means so much to me because the moment I took my Agatha Harkness pop out of the box, she dropped, and that's also a flying pop, and now she's been rendered useless. She can't come out of the box, but good job, Funko. Oh, I'm never going to get over this feat of engineering. Okay, but let's look at the figures themselves. Now, starting with Waldorf, I am just so taken by the level of detail in the costume design, as well as the chains. And the same can be said for Statler as Jacob Marley. The thing that I love about these two, that just, I'm sure, going to be a through line for the whole collection, is how perfectly they've captured the spirit, pun partially intended, of the characters. That's the thing that always wows me with the designs for these Funko Pops. They take such a basic face and they're able to imbue it with so much personality. Oh, this is going to be my gateway into spending too much money on Funkos again. Okay, let's check out the next Pops. Ooh. I'm acting so excited like I don't know what's in the box, but hold on. It's the great Gonzo as Charles Dickens and his rat sidekick, Rizzo!
My name is Charles Dickens.
And my name is Rizzo the Rat.
And before I even take these two out of the box, just a moment of appreciation for how gorgeous the artwork design is on these boxes. I mean, the color, the vibrant royal blue, it's screaming Christmas. Christmas! Just like that, right in my face. Oh my gosh, they're perfect. And one thing I appreciate about this collection is that there's not one, but there are 2 sets of pops that come with a buddy. I've said it before, I will say it again. Any pop that comes with a buddy, that is value and a half for your dollar. That's like double value for your dollar, because the buddy is always a character that in real life would be smaller in proximity to the main figure. So let's start with Rizzo because he is the bonus figure or the buddy. It astonishes me that they can get such incredible detail on such a small canvas. And what's really unique about Rizzo is that they stayed true to his rat-shaped face instead of trying to just like take a normal Funko Pop square head, paint it brown, and then add a rat nose. Oh my gosh, and his tail is adorable. I'm also realizing now that his head can rotate probably a full 360 degrees. And it's so little. And it's perfect. Let's look at Gonzo. I mean, part of the reason that this collection is so exciting for me is that it's my first opportunity to really get Muppet Funko Pops at retail price. Because by the time I started collecting Funko Pops, the original run of Muppet Pops, those were already like, their value was super sky high because they had become collector items by then. And we haven't really had Muppets in, I would guess, 8 to 10 years. So to have a Gonzo Pop on its own is super exciting. But Gonzo as Charles Dickens in his premier role, Christmas miracle. So the outfit is A+, but I just want to take a moment to appreciate the level of detail in the sculpt of Gonzo's face. We have this beautiful fur texturing, plus the classic Gonzo nose. Love it. They're so colorful. I just want to make a Muppet Christmas Carol Christmas Village and put it on display near my tree. I need to get out my tree. Next up we have Fozziewig.
Welcome to Fozziewig and Mom's annual Christmas party.
He is so dapper. Hello, gentlemen. It is impossibly difficult to get this stand into Fozzie's foot, which is kind of annoying and it's making me not feel the spirit of Christmas very much. Oh, I did it. You know, it was shockingly perfect and lucky for the Jim Henson Company that Charles Dickens created a character in A Christmas Carol named Fezziwig, who was young Scrooge's boss, and that character just kind of translated perfectly to being played by Fozzie. They didn't have to do much work to turn Fezziwig into Fozziewig. I almost feel like Charles Dickens knew, somehow, what his legacy was going to become. But anyway, look at Fozziewig. I'm loving the ponytail, I'm loving the bow holding the ponytail together. And much like Gonzo, we're getting this beautiful fur-like texture on his face. And honestly, I prefer that to a flocked figure. I don't really like flocked Funko Pops, but if you can give me the impression that this is a puppet that's made out of fabric, even though the actual thing I'm holding is fairly hard vinyl, someone at Funko is doing their job. We love Fozziewig. Love him. All right, we got 3 left in this collection. Let's start with this one. Oh, I wanted to save this one for last. No, you know what? Screw it. I'm doing this one last. You go over here. Stay. Moving on. Oh, yes! Piggy as Emily Cratchit. Finally! Finally! I am the proud owner of a Miss Figgy. Miss Figgy?
Whatever.
I'm the proud owner of a Miss Piggy Funko Pop. She's everything I wanted and more. Granted, this is a little bit more of a plain, simple look for Miss Piggy, but being the star diva that she is, she pulls it off and she elevates it. Not very many humans, let alone pigs, could pull off this bonnet, but she makes it work. And going back to what I was saying about how I appreciate the way Funko is able to capture the essence of a character in their sculpts, the lower half, like the body sculpt, has the Emily Cratchit vibes. The Miss Piggy face sculpt, it's just something about the way those eyelids are painted, just something about the little smirk on the mouth. You have those diva qualities shining through. You can almost just hear her saying like, Belinda, Bettina, whatever. I can't do a Piggy voice. Oh, and her little ears, adorable. All right, penultimate set. It's so good. It's so perfect. Kermit and Robin as Bob Cratchit and Tiny Tim.
'Tis the season to be jolly and joyous.
Might I just say, I think part of the reason that Muppet Christmas Carol works so well is because they cast the Muppets in their respective roles absolutely perfectly. Kermit as Bob Cratchit, that casting is almost as good as me as Bob Cratchit. I've still never been cast as Bob Cratchit, but I should be. I'd be phenomenal. They are adorable. They are incredible. Everything I said about the Buddy and the regular size pop with Gonzo and Rizzo, I mean, I'm just going to be repeating myself. The level of detail astounds me in the Tiny Tim pop just because of how small he is. But this is almost more detailed than some full-size pops that I have in my collection. And this pop has done such an incredible job of capturing like the goofy, playful, innocent quality that Robin has, which is what makes his Tiny Tim so endearing. And actually, this puppet is the only Tiny Tim that makes me cry every single time when he dies. Because this is the thing, I find with Christmas Carol, usually they cast Tiny Tim to just be like really small and really cute. And I guess that is kind of the bare minimum when it comes to Tiny Tim, but I generally don't care about Tim in most Christmas Carol adaptations. I care about this Tiny Tim. And you know who else I care about? His daddy. Kermit as Bob Cratchit. There is just something so special about the sculpt of his mouth. And I don't know what it is. It just makes him feel more like a puppet. I feel like if we didn't have this articulated lip, Kermit as a Funko Pop would just look like a green blob. This looks like Kermit the puppet to me. I mentioned those earlier Muppet Funko Pops and how I don't have them in my collection. I didn't mention that I don't care I don't have them in my collection because I think those Pops were from Muppets Most Wanted, so they would have come out in like 2014 or so. So Funko was still in its earlier phase where all of the Pops looked like the same model that had just been painted a different color to like represent a character. So yeah, Kermit and Piggy from that collection just kind of looked like a blob. And I didn't love Kermit's eyes in those original Pops. I don't know what they did. This feels like it's done justice to Kermit. I'm just realizing now, Kermit is barefoot. Is Bob Cratchit barefoot for the entire movie? Is he that poor? I mean, come on, Scrooge. Pay the man enough to at least buy some shoes. Okay. And speak of the devil. Mr. Ebenezer Scrooge. Oh, there goes Mr. Humbug. There goes Mr. Grim. If they gave a prize for being mean, the winner would be him. Old Scrooge, he loves his money 'cause he thinks it gives him power. If he became a flavor, you could bet it would be sour. Wow, even the vegetables don't like him.
Humbug.
It's Michael Caine as Scrooge. Probably, objectively, the most boring figure in this entire collection, yet at the same time, kind of the most exciting figure in this whole collection, because the reason that Muppet Christmas Carol is the greatest adaptation of Christmas Carol, in my humble teacup-yielding opinion, is because of Michael Scrooge. I firmly believe that Michael Scrooge is the greatest portrayal of Scrooge on screen ever. And yeah, I'm counting Alistair Sim. Actually, I don't really care for Alistair Sim, but that's beside the point. I adore Michael Caine as Scrooge. Once again, to plug my own videos, I have an entire video telling you why, so go, watch that. But Muppet or not, I think this is the first non-crossover Funko Pop we've had of Ebenezer Scrooge. I know for a fact that I've seen one Funko Pop of Batman dressed as Scrooge, and I absolutely want to know if there's context. Like, if there's a Batman Christmas Carol comic, I would read it happily. But to have a Funko Pop of such a classic literary character and such an iconic Christmas figure in a pretty traditional outfit, I think that's special. And to be able to surround him with all these gorgeous Muppet Funko Pops, I think that's pure Christmas magic. So there we are, everyone. The entire Muppet Christmas Carol Funko Pop collection. I cannot recommend this collection enough. Like, buy the whole set. This isn't even a sponsored video. This is just me talking to you. Someone who, if you're watching this, is probably a fan of Muppets or Christmas Carol or Funko Pops or all three. If like two of those three things apply to you, you need all of these. If only one of those things applies to you, you need at least one of these. Pick and choose your favorite Christmas Carol character. Pick and choose your favorite Muppet and let them be a part of your perfect Christmas, because they are sure as gonna be a perfect part of mine. And with that, friends, this concludes another episode of Teacup for One. Now let me know in the comment section down below which one of these pops is your favorite, and also let me know what is your favorite film adaptation of A Christmas Carol. Or let me know your favorite Scrooge, unless it's Alistair Sim. Or even if it is Alistair Sim, let's have a discussion. But anyway, yeah, if you want to be the first to know when I release more videos talking about Funko Pops, Muppets, Disney, Shakespeare, cats, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already. And if you haven't subscribed already, it is so easy. All you have to do is click on my face. Thanks for joining me today, everyone. My name is Matt, and I have 2 degrees, and that's the Teacup for One. Light the lamp, not the rat.